What's going on, YouTube fam, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about travel to dangerous destinations. Is the risk worth the reward? So what do I mean by that? Let's get into it. As many of you know out there, there is a genre for extreme travel or travel. We can call them adrenaline junkies, people who go to places that have reputations of being dangerous or doing specific things when they travel that are dangerous. And this is the thing, you can go on YouTube, you could search all kinds of extreme travel videos, people going to war zones, people going to, impoverished areas where crime is high, and this can be from places around the world. So this is some general tips to kind of guide you in the right direction if that's right for you or not. So let's break down the topic of these war zones. Now, the only reason I can see anyone wanting to do that, it should be out of necessity. For example, you're a journalist for a major news corporation and you get paid to do that, and that's the job you chose, then all right. But if you want to travel and have a good time, I want to say that you should stay away from those type of war zones, those type of places where you have to have armed security 24/7, because travel should be fun. It shouldn't be a chore. You shouldn't have to look over your shoulder every 5 minutes, just because you don't know what's going to happen next. You're scared if somebody might run up on you and, you may have some type of issue, be a victim of crime. All right. So if you have no business being in places that are just out of control with no order and it's all chaos, stay away. It's not worth it. Not even for the thrill, not even if you have security, because you never know what kind of other artillery and equipment that those other, criminals and, bad people can use and to use on you, and you just don't want to put yourself through that. So if you're not a journalist or some type of person that's a government contractor, I won't recommend that you go to any of those war zones around the world. It's just not worth it. And not only for your safety reason, but being able to get the most out of a trip. If you're going for leisure purposes, then leisure, like I said, is supposed to be fun. So you want to enjoy yourself. All right. So that's that part. Now let's address the travel. You could kind of say it's extreme travel. We could put that in the same box. Let's address the travel of people that go to dangerous places or places that have dangerous reputations, but continue to go there for certain reasons. All right. We don't have to get into all those reasons. I'm sure you all out there can probably think of a couple on the top of your head, especially if I may name countries like Colombia and, places in Latin America. But that's not to throw those countries under the bus. I've been to Colombia. It is a beautiful place, but that is one of the places where these travelers are getting caught up from being in places that they should not be and associating with people that they should not associate with. So that's that. So what's happening is you have people traveling for different reasons. Some guys want to find women, some guys or girls too, they want to travel to cheap destinations that have certain things that are worth it. For example, natural beauty. For example, like, mountains or nature or forest, whatever. But that place that they want to go to still may have some significant security issues. Okay? It is possible to maneuver through places like that, but I'm going to tell you how you should discern if you should even go to places like that. You want to think in your head, okay, this place has this X, Y, and Z that I want to see. This looks cool. I want to do this. Do the research on how to be safe in these places. And whatever information you come up concerning security, think to yourself, is this worth it? Is me going to this place for this particular purpose worth it? Now, is it worth your time? Is it worth your energy? Is it worth your money? Is it worth, you're risking your security? That's a big thing. So if you have, not an issue, but if you have trouble figuring that out, do your research. I always say do your research, because you don't want to be a victim. You don't want to be on the news for all the wrong reasons, all right? And it's very easy to be safe out there. Now, that's not to say that you can't go to the safest country in the world and still have an issue. You can. I mean, it doesn't matter. Nowhere is immune from, what can I say? Nowhere is immune from bad things happening. It's the nature of being a human and living on this planet. But one thing I do want to say is that you can mitigate a lot of risks if you think intelligently, okay? You think intelligently and you plan out your moves, all right? So let's just say you do want to take a trip to a place that's dangerous. I'll give you Brazil, for example. Rio de Janeiro, I know very well. I used to live in Brazil, as you all know, and I've been to favelas. And for those of you who don't know what favelas are, those are slums, okay? Now, there's a lot of culture in those favelas too, and not all of them are dangerous places, but many of them are, especially in Rio de Janeiro. There's a way that you can visit them, though, that you can actually enjoy and meet cool locals and have a good experience. That way is by hiring guided tours. These guided tours will have a pact. They have pacts and deals with these criminal criminal members, gangsters, gang members, and things like that, to where they can bring tours in and there's going to be no problems and no harm will come to them. I've done it. It's a cool experience, and I think it's a good experience like that because you have a slight protection. You're not going in alone, because those are places that you do not want to go alone. I promise you that. That is not a good idea, okay? So that way is reasonable. It's reasonable. And you get guided tours, like I said, who are locals, who know the area, who have these agreements, and you will be safe in that way. Never, under any circumstances, when you're in another country, even in your own country, but go to places that have dangerous reputations and you know no one. You will be a target and you will not have a good time, and you are giving your life, you're putting your life in risk. We'll just say that. Just to make it, nice and simple. You're putting your life at risk for doing that. So don't do that. So basically, there are ways to go to dangerous destinations that have cool things to offer. Like I gave you the example of the favelas in Rio, okay? It's a good experience, and many of the local people there are really friendly, the people that live in the community. And you have a great time. They'll invite you to parties and sing and drink and have food and everything like that, too. You may meet some locals. So there are... what's the word I'm looking for? There are ways that make this, there are certain situations that make this feasible and that make sense to where you don't have to be paranoid, right? Bottom line is, if you're not sure the place that you want to travel to, if you're having safety concerns and you're always worrying about that, don't do it. There's so many testimonials of people online, and you could probably put safety in XYZ country, and you'll be able to find articles. You'll be able to find videos telling you how to stay safe in these countries, how you cannot be a target and have a good vacation, okay? So do yourselves a favor and research, because traveling to dangerous destinations is not worth it if you are risking your life outright. It's just not worth it, all right? So what did we learn today? Just be very careful, do your research, and I can't say that enough. And hopefully you all out there will take heed to that. Too many people getting caught up in too much crazy stuff these days. And I want to spread the message on how, you can still go to some of these places that have reputations of being kind of dangerous and still have a good time. But at the end of the day, it needs to be something that you feel comfortable with. So it starts with you. And if you feel comfortable, I can't tell you what or what not to do. You all out there are smart adults, so you can do whatever it is that you want to. I can just spread some news and give you some information, okay? All right, so that's going to be all today, you all. I just want to touch on that really quickly. And, I hope you like this new video that I made with this new camera. My first time testing it out. So I'm definitely trying to make some new changes to the channel. So let me know what you all think about the subject. If you have, experience traveling to dangerous destinations, if you had any situations, anything you want to share in the comments, I would be interested, and I'm sure all the others viewers would be too. Also, if you have not hit like and subscribe yet, please do that. That's greatly appreciated. New videos coming soon. New content coming to the channel soon. And for all your people that are returning, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And y'all stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you on the next video.